Welcome back to another episode where we discuss mobile mapping and we take you on a journey. Yes, a journey to a far away. It's not far away, it was a place in Huddersfield. We went and mapped a quarry. It was exciting. Here's what happened. So the mission here, we had a client who has a quarry and they wanted to get simple volumetric information from the quarry about how much area they have to use as fill. Now, to be honest with you, this quarry did not look like the usual quarry that I have been to. I've worked on many a landfill and a quarry, and quite frankly, this was quite tiny. But nonetheless, every job is important to us. We arrived at the site in Huddersfield. It was extremely windy, extremely rocky, and boy, did we have a problem. We couldn't get on site.
Good morning, everybody. So we are currently on site at the quarry, and we're trying to get in the gate. So the first issue we come across on site is the fact that this rock right there is leaning on the gate, and we've actually got to get through that gate with the vans and all the kit.
That's right. So there was a gate and this huge boulder basically blocking the lock in between the gate post and, well, the rock. So with some German brain power, Jonah decided to hook up some kind of pulley system. To be honest with you, it looked like the rock was just going to fall on top of us and it was going to be game over and we were all going to end up in hospital. But that didn't happen. We saved the day. That's right, because PQS don't turn up to a job and leave. No, we stay and we get the job done.
So update here, the ratchet has been attached to the rock at the top, and we have a little bit of movement.
So with sheer perseverance and teamwork, we successfully moved the giant boulder. Gaining access to the quarry site, our determination knew no bounds.
All right, now we've gained entry. Charlie's set up with the GPS now, and he's going to be getting some ground control points. Jonah is setting up the Viametris on the back of the truck ready so that we can just drive straight into site there and start scanning with the Viametris.
So we hooked up the Viametris onto the truck and started whizzing around site. Now, it was a little bit treacherous, and to be honest, we were quite concerned about damaging the van and the Viametris. But it was a 4x4 and the Viametris was on securely, so we just started mapping. Jonah made sure that he was doing loops, but firstly he set up to make sure that the IMU sensor was ready, that the GPS was turned on, and we were good to go.
We've got the Viametris on now. Because I've used it before, really simple and easy. It's already connected to the Wi-Fi of the Viametris, and then all I have to do is go onto my internet and it already shows up because I've had it open before. And then if we just reload, there we are, we can see we are actually connected. I'm going to warm the IMU up, and that'll really increase the accuracy. We can then start scanning. So we're all ready to go. So we're just going to go for a little drive now.
Cool. Now, we realised in the centre of the quarry, it was actually going to be inaccessible with a car. So boom, because the Viametris is the only hardware on the market at the moment that not only sits on a van, but can be taken off and worn, we had no problems. So we dismounted the Viametris and Jonah kitted up, and then off he was, and we simply walked the rest of the quarry. To be honest here, the only downfall was the rocks and making sure that Jonah kept steady footing. On a few occasions he did, trip a little, and it was quite scary. But all in all, the process was relatively easy. Now, dear viewers, it is time for the great reveal. So let's hop on the computer and I will show you the deliverables from this job. I would also like to say here that this job possibly could have been done with a drone, and I did in fact turn up with the drone myself. However, it was incredibly windy, so windy that if I'd have taken it up to flight, it would have never have come back.
So obviously I talk a lot about how drone surveying has kind of really changed things for me, and the ability to map kind of large areas and get the most information for a survey. But today it is incredibly windy and the drone doesn't always work, as in it doesn't work when you need to fly and it's windy. So having different technologies out there like the mobile mapping with the Viametris, I completely understand cost difference of running the two are completely different. However, that versatility, if you are a surveying company, is second to none. So Jonah being able to mount that and then drive around is pretty incredible. I'm still pretty positive in that if the weather does, pick up a little bit, that we can get the drone out and fly. But today, the Viametris and mobile mapping wins.
So that's why having many items in your survey toolbox is super advantageous. Right, here we go. You can see the deliverables from this quarry, an awesome point cloud. You can see an awesome 3D mesh model of us rolling around on the site. Pinpoint accuracy. Now it's super easy to take the point cloud, the LAS file, out of the software and push it into LSS. And what LSS can do? Well, we can drag out surfaces, we can create a survey, a DTM, and then we can quantify the volumes that the clients ask for. Easy as pie. I hope you like this video, folks. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want any information regarding mobile mapping or the Viametris for your job, give us a call.